Alrighty then, let's rank the first chapters of Naruto, One Piece and Bleach. Okay, in the number 3 spot, I'm probably just gonna put Bleach, because I like Bleach. It's amazing and I have no problems with this first chapter, Right off the bat, when you just start the chapter, you get to know how Ichigo kind of just gives off a different vibe than the other protagonists of the big 3. And you know how compared to Luffy and Naruto, who are just insanely hyperactive. And we get a cool and simple introduction to his character. He's just another high school kid who's just living life. And another thing I just want to add in there, Kubo's art has gotten so much better throughout the years. Like, his art in the start is just not it, in my opinion. It isn't bad, of course, but look at Ichigo. He has an insane glow up. The first chapter gives us a pretty cool introduction to the cast of the series. We get Rukia, who's of course one of the main characters of the show / manga, and we get to know Ichigo's family, which is amazing. I feel like Isshin Kurosaki is one of, if not the best dad in anime. I love the guy. And another thing, Rukia is personally my favorite female anime character, so that's that. Along with that, we got some comedy, which is of course always well appreciated, and we get to see a little bit of lore into the world of Shinigami, which was of course cool to see. The one thing I didn't like about the chapter was, compared to the other chapters that I'm going to be going over in this video, I feel like Bleach kind of just had a little too much information in the first chapter. I feel like it would be a little overwhelming with this stuff, but it is what it is. And of course, it's not a Bleach chapter without any badass moments. Ichigo is an amazing MC. So the last couple panels of the chapter in which Ichigo kind of just becomes a Shinigami, amazing, love it. They adapted it really well in the anime as well, so I'm happy with that. And just overall, it's a really good chapter. I just feel like the other 2 chapters kind of just overshadow Bleach. Before I move on to the next one, if you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, do all of that good stuff. I also noticed a good bunch of you who are watching right now are not subscribed. Yes, I'm looking at you, so hit that sub button. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. One Piece. Now, I spent a solid hour trying to think about who I should put in second place, and I just came up with the conclusion of putting One Piece here instead of Naruto. Now, I feel like One Piece has the best lore out of the 3 chapters. It starts off with Goldie Rogers, of course, his famous execution and stuff, which was amazing. If I was a new manga reader, this would just completely attract me, and it still does. I love this first chapter. I fall in love with Luffy's carefree personality right off the bat. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And we get a great cast of characters to be introduced to. Shanks, one of my favorite One Piece characters, and I'm sure that's pretty popular opinion. Shanks is just cool and badass. It was a pretty laid back chapter overall, unlike the Bleach one, in which, the stakes were pretty high. This was pretty laid back with Shanks and Luffy just chilling, other than those mountain bandits just coming up and thinking they're big shots. And of course, we got to see how much of a badass Shanks was, like I said earlier. We got some foreshadowing of Haki later on in the chapter, which was of course something I expect, because it's Oda, and Oda personally has the best foreshadowing in manga / anime, in my opinion. Overall, it's a great chapter. Of course, we got the iconic moment of Shanks giving Luffy his straw hat, which is the best moment in my opinion out of all of the chapters in the big 3. Love it. And that's pretty much it. I feel like this chapter was almost perfectly executed. I don't have any criticism to give it. It's probably one of my favorite initial chapters of manga in general. So let's move on to the next one. And finally, at the number 1 spot, I'm gonna have to give it to Naruto. Before I even talk about the chapter, let's just take a look at Kishimoto's art. I feel like his art, even initially, it was just amazing. Like, this spread had me shocked, because I've personally never read Naruto before, unlike Bleach and One Piece. Anyways, when you take a look at the chapter itself, Naruto's just goofy and charming personality had me fall in love with this character instantly. And it was kind of the only chapter in the big 3 the first chapter in the big 3 that made me feel emotions. Like, it was just sad and so much fun to read. Like, One Piece made me feel emotions kind of at the last part where Shanks kind of just sacrifices his arm for the next generation. That was cool, but this chapter just was a whole nother level. And honestly, I don't have much to say about it. Like I just said, I feel like the emotion aspect of this chapter kind of just puts it above One Piece and Bleach. Other than that, of course, the world of ninjas really just appeals to me. It's pretty cool. You can't lie. So that's pretty much it. I didn't want to go into extreme depth of every chapter since that's kind of boring, and I don't want to do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, of course, like, subscribe, comment, share, do all that good stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.